All right. So I was just thinking, I never figured something out in this game, and I wanted to just take a look. I don't even know if this is going to make the video, but there's something I want to take a second to look at. But I have one question that I never really got to solve, and I want to just at least... Okay. The shell. Looking at the shell. Look at how it's shining. How it's single lines going across. And that... So...
Throw it over. Lock the door.
My question is, the shell, did he take it? Or did the first mate take it, or does the mermaid have it? Rewind it. My question is, what is this thing? We never got to figure it out. Am I missing something? And look at the... It's lines... it's gotta be the shell, right?
Last one. Move quick.
This is the guy who had it. Do you see the shell? I don't. So, is that a mermaid? If we were supposed to take Martin's commands to what actually happened, they threw out the mermaid with the shell. See, this is a different shell. It seems to be like a part of them in some ways. It's stuck to their hair. It seems, sometimes at least. The shell must be protected. We will all die. He talked about a shell, very dangerous. The shell, what shell?
Shell? What shell?
Hey there, what's this? Give him the tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
No. Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a
There's
look.
a pretty shell there.
Get back.
There's a pretty shell there. And then they attack. Every time there's a mentioning of a shell, someone died from a mermaid. I can only think that's not a coincidence. Alright, I've already lingered on this more than I thought. From what I can tell, everything that has that effect is a shell. The shells are important to the mermaids. They all have a shell. Every time someone mentions a shell near a mermaid, they understand and attack and kill. So, what's my guess on what this thing is I think in the bargain chapter where they release this mermaid with a shell, I think that's the mermaids. I think it's the mermaids who maybe retrieved their shell and everything that happened, or maybe in the mermaid that was kind of like the last one that was saved, not really saved, but didn't die and got returned to the sea by these guys, with the shell returned to them. Maybe that's the mermaid out there kind of watching the end of the ship. And another thing that I think is very strange, it just occurred to me, is the storm that's about to happen, we know from ending the game a couple of times, sinks this ship, so there's nothing that remains. So literally this is the only time someone gets to look in here. And it's strange to me that it gets sunk, because it looks pretty good condition. Like, even all things considered, like obviously there's downstairs, there's cracking and the cannons blew up, but it's still afloat. So part of me wonders if the mermaid here is watching for us to be done, and then with the storm, the Kraken comes back and sinks the ship. Because I think that's a big point that I haven't really brought up, is that this boat sinks after ending the game. So that's my guess. I think it's the mermaid out there waiting for us to be done to sink the ship, and to maybe it's for revenge, maybe it's to cover more evidence, but they're technically kind of waiting. So maybe they want the story to be found. I don't know the motivations, but I think I know what that thing is now, and that's cool. I hope that ties a loose end, because I think that was a loose end for me, and I'm kind of glad I came back to just poke around at it. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.